I came to New York as a jazz musician, but my thought always kept one thought in mind, and that was the jazz was my dessert, but I wasn't going to make it the whole meal. If I couldn't make it as a jazz player, I wanted to, I would like to, but fortunately, I had a chance to do a lot of other things. So I was just open. I was going to play jazz. Whatever I play with, you're going to get some jazz in it. I don't care what it is. So it didn't make any difference because that was my upbringing, was jazz. So if I had a chance to do a club date, they got some jazz because that's what I'm about. And it was, again, jazz was the dessert, but I never thought about saying I'm going to make it the whole meal. I want you young people to think you guys are coming out of school or doing different things. Be open. I can swing on anybody. I don't care what it is. You know, I've always felt I laugh because I had a saying. I would go to a club date and I would play. And my thing was, I'm going to make this music feel so good, that lady over there in the wheelchair is going to get up and dance tonight. That was my prize, to see her wiggle her toes or to see somebody who would not ordinarily be dancing or doing. I enjoyed seeing that. It was like, it was a spiritual situation for me. And that's what it's about. It's about enjoying what you do, giving all you can, but be open to everything. I don't just say jazz. Jazz is just one phase of, the music business. I like all of it. In jazz, I remember doing Jesus Christ Superstar. I went on, I got the gig through the bass player had a religious problem, and he couldn't go. He decided that he didn't want to be there. And I wanted him to get subs to come in and hear the show. And so he said, okay. And all of a sudden he decided one night, I'm not going in. He called me at about 7 and said, I'm not going in to do the show. And I said, wait a minute, you can't do that. He says, no, I can't make it. I went in and played the show. The young guys who were there taught me how to play rock, and I taught them how to play jazz. We turned the show into a whole different thing. So let's be open, first of all, to wanting to do other things. As musicians, you can do it all. There's nothing that you can't do. There's nothing that you should try not to do. I want it all. I wanted it all. I was going to swing on anybody who would call me. That lady in the wheelchair was going to get up and dance tonight. That was a promise that I made to myself, and it made me feel good.